Okay folks, I just wanted to show you a few more basic things in Maya to do with modeling. Let's say I've got my cube in here, I've added in my subdivisions, and I want to start manipulating this and making changes to it. What I want to do that is start using different modes within Maya. So at the minute, when I move and rotate this and scale it, these tools are all working on the model as a whole. If you hold down right click, you can jump to different modes within my view mode. So we've got edge. This will allow us to grab different edges, and you can see that the move tools will work in the same way, but on this occasion we're only grabbing an edge, we're not grabbing the whole object. So we can move it, we can scale it and rotate it. If you double click, what it will do is select the entire edge. It's called an edge loop. So it's going to select the entire edge of that object, of that edge, and allow you to make changes to the entire thing. So we can grab all of it and make changes. The other thing you can do is click and shift click, and it will select two things. So we can select multiple edges and make changes to them. And if you click and double click, it will select everything from the start to the end, so you can select just that line or just that row of edges. So let's say I just want to pick these down here. I pick the first one, hold down shift and double click, and it will allow me to select that entire row. So it's a nice quick way to grab different pieces of your model and make changes. Other modes that you're going to use a lot of are vertex. When we're modeling with image planes and modeling two images, vertex mode is really handy because it allows us to grab individual vertices, make changes to them, just in the same way as we do with our edges. The way this works is that you would probably work in a front or side view mode and grab all the vertices that you want and make changes to them. So lots of different ways to grab the different detail or element of your object that you want. And face mode. So face mode allows you to do exactly the same, but we're working with the faces in Maya. So we can pull these out, we can make changes, and all of those shortcuts that I showed you work the same way. So if I shift and click, I can select multiple faces and make changes. Or if I double click, it's going to select the entire edge loop. On this occasion, because it's a face, it's going to select it all. And if we do shift and double click, we can select rows, so you can grab individual rows of faces, or to basically just different options for you to select the area of your model that you want. And then finally, if we go back to object mode, we're back to where we were, and we're just moving and making changes to the whole object. So that is working with different view modes. So that's holding down the right mouse button, going between edge mode, vertex mode, object mode, and face mode. And it's using the WER for your move tools. And I also showed you some different ways of grabbing different details on the model using shift and click. Okay, thanks folks.